In this video, we discuss about explicit type conversion. Explicit type conversion is one of the types of type conversion. It is also called as typecasting. Coming to explicit type conversion, it is the process of converting one data type into another data type. In general, in explicit type conversion, a higher data type is converted into lower data type value, and this type of conversion from higher data type to lower data type is also called as type demotion or narrowing conversion. Explicit type conversion requires typecasting operator. It is specified explicitly by the programmer. That means in what data type we want to convert, that is to be specified by the programmer. It is done in case of both compatible and incompatible data types. In explicit type conversion, there will be loss of information. It is also called as typecasting, and the syntax is data type followed by expression. That means we want to convert the resultant value of this expression to this particular data type. We see an example. In the last video, we have seen this particular example. 10 divided by 3. We are expecting 3.33, but we got 3. In order to get 3.33, what we have done in the last video, we have converted one type of value to simply floating type of value. If one value is converted into floating point value, then automatically compiler converts other type into floating point value. Then we got output 3.33. This is what we have done in the previous video. This type of conversion is called as implicit type conversion. But in this video, we want to do the same process by using explicit type conversion or by using typecasting. Again, we do the same process. We have to convert, in order to get 3.33, in order to get floating point value, we need to convert either 10 or 3 or both of them to floating point value. Then what we do here, we convert 3 to floating point value. Then I am using typecasting operator. As 3 is an integer, we want to convert it into floating point value. I am writing float here. Now 3 is converted to float value and the operation is done. If we run this program, we got output A is equal to 3.33. This is how we got 3.33. Now how we got 3.33 here? 10 divided by float of 3. Float of 3 means 3 value becomes 3.0. 10 is the integer. Now 3 change to floating point value, integer by floating point value. That means first of all 10 is converted into floating point value. That means 10.0 divided by 3.0. Now both values are floating point values. Float value divided by float value, we get 3.33. 3.33. In this fashion, we got a output here. Similarly, we see another example. Now I want to calculate average of two numbers. I have taken two numbers, A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 3, and I have performed average operation A plus B divided by 2. We see what would be the value. We got output 6.0. But what is the value of 13 divided by 2? We need to get 6.5, but we got 6. Why? Because A, B and 2, all of them are integers. Then the arithmetic operations on integers always gives integer value. Then in order to get correct value, we need to convert one of those values into floating point type. Let us say I am converting 2 to floating point type, and again running this program, we got output 6.5. In this fashion we can do this. Suppose we see different cases here. I am writing float in front of, I am writing float in front of A plus B. Now what we are doing here, we are converting A plus B. Suppose if you write statement like this, what would be the output here? Float of a plus b. That means a plus b value, that is 10 plus 3, 13. 13 value is converted into floating point value. So float of a plus b means 13. 13 value is converted into floating point value, 13.0 divided by 2. Here also we got a same output. In this fashion, we can also use typecasting operator to convert one type of value into another type.